This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. Relay Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Seminoles will kick this away to get us going here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connors. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First play looking to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Really, on midseason, they both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when it opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the...
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Miami. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Bringing it out, it's Wells. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Inside deals now from the shotgun. Just seeing the Seminoles and Hurricanes together on the field, Kirk, brings back so many memories. For decades, this rivalry, extra intense, but also meaningful. It's been so often a springboard to a championship season.
Chris, throughout the 80s and 90s, I think Miami-Florida State was the greatest rivalry in college football. So many great individual players. One of my favorite early memories on college game day when I joined the set was...
It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Pass caught, second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Canes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Miami 14, Florida State 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wells. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action here on first down. To dart to the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Makes a quick catch.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The Seminoles are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Connors. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep for the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Again makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Boy, if he just would have been able to catch the ball on this drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
Have one more play here in the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete on the final play of the 1st quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. The Canes will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. Inside the 25. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wells. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for a man deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Good job of sitting back in zone by this defense. Allows the entire secondary to keep their eyes up and kind of feel the receivers, but recognize when the quarterback releases the ball and then break on it and knock it away. That was perfect technique.
Back in motion now. He's back to throw again on second down. Bringing pressure. He lets it go on the move. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Nice grab. It's Thomas. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Receivers are bunched together. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
They'll run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Pressure is coming. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Breaks free. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. First down. Looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Some hard running there through a tackle. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the Seminoles are in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
It's hard to be in man coverage when a quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And it's a direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Connors. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Oh, they can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is they pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Catch made on the right side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for first down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense is coming after him. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Florida State.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. From the 8-yard line now, it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds at the 34. It's a pretty good return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Breaks an open space. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is complete to a wide open receiver. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to...
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. The senior tries to take a shot but overthrows his man. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try the option play here. Look out, room to run here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
second down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. On the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. The Hurricanes are going to keep this drive rolling. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. That's reeled in. It's Allen. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And the back now goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
A loss of 14 on the play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires quickly to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Takes the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Miami. This offense is still clicking. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next-level speed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Fires it to the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Oh, he fumbles. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. He's got room to run. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Working clock with the ground game. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The shotgun handoff here. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets them up 1st down at the 14.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down.
Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake.
And just like that, they come up with the play that they needed. In a two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play, strip the ball, come up with the interception, anything to get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Dropping back, it's Jones. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle, it's Thomas. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Noles come to the line in a hurry-up.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And this pass is on target. Caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense now operating in empty. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Design quarterback run. He stopped, but he gets a first down. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. He's got it with room to run. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And the wideout goes in motion. To the air, it's Jones. Touchdown, Moles. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, hold on now, Chris. 1 to 2 minutes to go. These guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Next is the score. Miami 31, Florida State 28.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Well, they needed the onside kick, and they come up with it. Remember, they don't need a touchdown here. Let's see if the defense on the other side can hold them to prevent the go-ahead score.
So here's the first play of the drive now, the beginning of the 41. Back to pass. It's Jones. The receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. That's caught. It's Thomas. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that is a great throw. But first, man, let's give all the credit to that offensive line. How long did he have back there in the pocket? Seems like 3 or 4 seconds to be able to navigate and figure out where to go with the ball, and he put it right on the money.
The tight end has got it. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a run. Running back's got it. Lucine able to make the stop after a short gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. We're able to convert. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Back to pass. It's Jones. Bringing pressure. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And he knocks through the PAT. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even effective running game, by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for a late deep throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. With their